And then, of course, here in the PBA, we're just waiting for him to really explode.
Terrence Romeo thought about it, gets it back. Terrence again! Win championships in the UAAP in different schools. Let's take a look at this again. Terrence Romeo getting the ball back there straight away from this one. Remember, we actually knew that he was going to have limited minutes here because of his recent trip to Paris in Spain for vacation. And Terrence Romeo behind the back to Jericho Cruz.
A single day with the team. But this was such a great behind-the-back pass from Terrence Romeo.
He is a highlight machine. TR7 finding Jericho Cruz.
Named Motao Dua. Now this is a challenge, coach, for Terra Firma. When Stephen Holt and Wami Chong Son are both on that bench, who will start your offense?
Well, Chongson forces the shot, looking for the foul, not going to get it. Romeo lets it fly. 3 ball on the way. Sweat.
Terrence Romeo showing everybody his moves. Wow, look at that.
That was absolutely wicked.
To Datu. Asisio rather has to stay in front of Terrence Romeo. Terrence gets free and Terrence scores inside. Getting 2 off the glass, but here's Terrence Romeo, the wizardry, coming in and getting 2 here for the San Miguel Beermen.
Ahead, Pao and I said converge up by 12 points, and officially they're really up by 12 points. Their biggest lead in the game.
Oh, make that 9, coach, because Terrence Romeo heard you talking and saying, let's trim it down to a single digit lead.
Disadvantage for them as we take a look at first that space given to Terrence Romeo, and if you don't defend down.
SMB, they have the numbers. Terrence attacks middle, kicks it to the corner, and Ciso, another 3! Now that 13 triples in the first half.
Especially when it's San Miguel, because they they can also score from inside. Your best bet is maybe zone them up.
Look at the fast break points there, lorded over by the Meralco Bolts. 10-0. Terrence dancing with Anjo. Terrence puts it up and in.
Of their height advantage by going to the post. Unfortunately, they couldn't buy one. But here's the spectacular move by
Romeo trying to get going. Terrence, tough shot, puts it in. Terrence going to make over a pushing call. Let's take a look at this. Terrence just got so many moves, so crafty. We all know about the handles. We all know about,
Here in the first quarter.
Well, you can see really the experience of Dallas. Not there yet in terms of being in the finals, understanding what they need to do.
Anjo Caram knew.
In front of Terrence Romeo, especially if you're Anjo Caram.
And this best move of the game is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Did his best to avoid contact, but Terrence Romeo was not letting that go.
The captain was doing so much damage inside. Didn't really have to shoot those outside jumpers. But when other bigger, taller guys came in, he was kind of forced out a few feet.
That's a miss coming from Jamie Malonzo. As Terrence will attack here. Look at that quick pass for Hardo down low.
That's really something to look out for Kmart Carino.
Oh, Terrence with a sharp dribble, and he completes a highlight with that fadeaway jumper.
That can be foundations for other squads.
Absolutely. And they have learned to adapt to their roles. Terrence Romeo.
Will they look for the 2-for-1? Terrence. Look at that nice find.
Go back to Terrence. Steps back, shoots. Gains the 3 and beats the 3rd quarter buzzer. Here's Ildefonso driving, attacking, and wala pa rin. It has been a struggle here in terms of scoring. Reminds us of the first 2 minutes of this game as Terrence Romeo finally gets a bucket. With analysis of the momentum and how it swings, especially with the pace as the game advances. As Fajardo able to score inside again. Sometimes one of the more underrated stars of the Meralco Bolts coming up big here in quarter number 1.
Absolutely, and Meralco, they would love this.
Terrence Working and gets past Richie Rivero. Goes on the attack. Wow. Oh! What a finish from Terrence Romeo. Because this is another classic Terrence Romeo highlight.
Well, first of all, the great ball handling, and right there, tinago yung bola, no? So
Donosisio coming in here for the first time here. Coach sorry to cut you off as Terrence Romeo finds Jumar Fajardo inside.
Another great play for San Miguel. They're really looking at the mismatches there.
Junmar trying to get position early against Issac. They're banging down low. Issac on the repose was finally beaten by the Kraken. Well, it should be a good matchup. That is 2 #1 overall picks for you.
29 in game number 1. Right. Terrence somehow makes his way to the basket and puts it in.
Definitely he has already surpassed that dismal showing in game number 1, and this is the kind of performance that Terrence Romeo is known for.
Again, the super advantage they have. Junmar inside just allows them amazing spacing. You cannot sag too much because these guys can kind of shoot. No, I mean really shoot. Don Trilliano waxing hot from outside, as is the one.
He did that against Lasal and Ateneo. Here's Terrence Romeo. That time, that's a good jumper. We were talking about and praising how the Converge Fiber Extras would end possessions after the first shot, as Don Trilliano will cherry pick another 2.
Yes, Amores is blocked by Terrence Romeo. Told you things were going to get interesting.
Romeo, maybe he can get going. Over to Trilliano, puts it up and in.
Last minute, last second, Terrence Romeo decided to pass that ball to Trilliano for 2 points.
8 seconds to shoot here for San Miguel. Terrence dancing with Clarito. Terrence puts it on the floor. 15-foot jumpers, money. Wow.
Romeo once again face-to-face against Karam. Good pass, Junmar inside. Recovering for the Beermen, forcing Pogoy to a miss. Romeo, pocket pass, Junmar, easiest look of the night so far. They go high-low, Junmar down low, scores easily.
And then they score. And that really makes it.
Usually that's going to be a sure 2 point for Junmar Fajardo.
Oh, steal there. As Terrence Romeo is fouled by Kmart.
And Magnolia not doing themselves any favors here. With Moto 2 missing those free throws. They've dug themselves in this hole by missing some makeable shots.
Download Pilipinas Live via Google Play or the App Store and register now for free. Back to the action. 8.5 remaining. Terrence Romeo gets away.
And it's going to be an exciting halftime here at the Phil Sports Arena.
That's a great report right there, and he was, Doreen was able to mix in everything, including the tagline of the Beermen.
Able to find that open man underneath.
Bo Belga trying to contain Jumar Fajardo. The ball pops up. Junior Mamuyak hits the deck. He's holding on to his knee. And Terrence Romeo drains a 3. But throws to Marshall Lasser. They find Jumar Fajardo again. Bates, the young center, trying to hold him off. Terrence Romeo has a short shot clock. What does he do? He pulls up and he scores! San Miguel Beermen, coach, you take a look at the fact that he's absolutely right. They're playing to their pace as Terrence Romeo gets the San Miguel Beermen off to a good start here in quarter number 2. Still in favor of the San Miguel Beermen, but Dates has had an incredible 4th quarter here for Coach Jamay Karin. Terrence Romeo, though, falling away from Dates, getting to it. Did get his hands on the ball. I have no doubt he would be able to shoot that.
Oh, yes. One of the best 3-point shooters.
Terrence Romeo showing off his range as well. His first 3 of the game.
Terrence Romeo flips it up. Junmar Fajardo cherry picking with a basket inside.
Terrence picked up his dribble, looking for a teammate, sends it over to Don, back to Terrence, I should say.
Together with Mr. K.
Terry K. They love basketball.
Inside, Junmar once again.
You're right, though. The usual suspects of Rain and Shine haven't produced to the averages that we're used to. Terrence working on Dave. 5 seconds on play. And Terrence Romeo dances and scores.
Wow.
Handing off to CJ Perez. Then kay Terrence. Oh, what handles by Terrence Romeo, who gets a 2 at the free throw line.
A big run, no? So even if they don't have a really big lead right now, although after that basket it becomes a 9-point lead.
Let's take a look at this again.
Again, Terrence Romeo making that excellent pass to the cutting CJ Perez. And contact was made with Jason Boltautuo was right in front of him.
Terrence Romeo working on the rookie, Noku. It's still Terrence, and Terrence got the crowd up on their feet. And take a look at this best move of the game, brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Terrence